Are you looking for luxury living in the Texas Hill Country? Well, Spanish Oaks offers stunning homes, an impeccable 18-hole golf course, and a lifestyle that blends community and nature together. Let's take a closer look at what makes living here so special. And if you stick around to the end, I've got 2 off-market properties to show you. You know, those secret ones. Hi, my name is Nicole Cooper. My team and I get calls and emails from people just like you needing help moving in and around Austin, Texas, and the golf communities, and we sure do love it. So whether you're looking to move today, tomorrow, or somewhere in between, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We're always available to help you find the perfect home that matches your lifestyle. Now let's talk everything Spanish Oaks. This video today, I'm gonna guide you around by way of map and show you where all the hot spots are, what it looks like in the community, how close it is to shopping, in relation to the schools, in relation to the airport, all of those things with a simple guided tour in Google Maps. So let's dive into that computer right now. So here we are overlooking the pro shop and the center of the golf of the Spanish Oaks community. We can see a few of the holes out here in the distance, and then you'll see the homes back here on the hillsides, and many of them have golf course views or panoramic views of the green belt. One could argue that this is one of the most exclusive luxury communities, country club communities in town. Now, to give you an idea of how far it is from town, this is downtown Austin here, only about 16 miles out to the west. Pretty easy shot, just down Mopac and then out 71. And then to the airport, not too much further, about 20 miles to the airport. And you can just skirt Austin as well, going the south side of town, so you can avoid the downtown traffic of Austin there. Okay, we're zoomed in on the community here. This is Highway 71, and there are 2 entrances from Highway 71 into the community. The main guest entrance or main entrance is back here, 24/7 manned security gate, and then we have another entrance that's off of 71 from over here on this side, also a manned gate 24/7. So it's the ultimate in security and luxury as far as the exclusivity of it goes. Once you get inside, the homes are generally gonna start just under $2 million and go up to $10 million. And we're gonna start on my favorite part, and that's the golf community. We're gonna start our deep dive today in the golf community. You know, I played golf for the University of Texas back in the day, and the golf communities are always my favorite spots to start. So let's dive in here, and I'll show you a little bit around and tell you more about the golf course. So first of all, it has a beautiful 18-hole golf course rolling through the hill country, just like with those limestone outcroppings, big rolling terrain views, bunkers everywhere. You're gonna see deer on the golf course, and it has a world-class facility inside for dining and things. You've got the driving range, huge putting green, big practice area so you can actually hone in your game. But you can see kind of the rolling terrain here on this hole and how it goes up into that Texas Hill Country just behind the hole. This one here with this little creek, it meanders all the way down the side of the fairway there. And one of my favorite holes out there is a par 5 on the back side, and you can reach it in 2 if you don't hit it in the bunker off the tee. But the little creek meanders all the way down, a little creek just like this one here meanders all the way down the side, and it's absolutely breathtaking. And more often than not, especially in the morning or the evening, you're gonna find little deer out there. Here's a shot of one of their outdoor patios where you can sit out and have cocktails or just visit. And you've got this green in the background, which is a par 3. And sometimes actually if someone's really hooked it, you could be in danger there sitting in this area. I'm not kidding. So just keep that in mind if you're out there having a cocktail. Keep your eye on the ball. Now right now the membership at Spanish Oaks is $200,000 initiation fee. And they try to keep the membership around 450 members, and right now it's hovering right about there. It doesn't take too long to get in if you get on the waiting list compared to, say, Barton Creek or Austin Country Club, but there is a tiny little bit of a waiting list at the moment. And one item to note The course has been designated a certified Audubon Cooperative Sanctuary, so they're trying to do their best to be environmentally sensitive. Now we're gonna go from the golf over to the pool pavilion, and I wanna show you that. Now we've hopped from the golf pro shop over to the pool pavilion. It's still within the community. This is towards the back gate here, but this portion here is the pool and pickleball. It has a volleyball court down there, and then you hop over the road here, and this is what they call fish camp. You can see this little dock right here, and you can fish out there. I'm told they have 3 or 4 different species of bass, and they do have largemouth bass you can catch in there. Here is the distance between the golf club and the pool pavilion. It is a couple of miles away. So you have the golf course at one end of the community and the pool tucked at the other. And I'm going to show you how cool it is. There's multiple levels, multiple areas to swim in. Some is more kid-friendly, some is more adult-friendly. And in the summer, they actually have a chef there on duty all day so that you do not have to even take a picnic basket out there. You can just order straight from the menu and just have a wonderful time out there. Here's another little view of the different levels of the pool. Some of it is like sandy entry, some of it's that rocky outcropping. And they also have the fish camp right across the pond, or right across the road. You can see the pond back here with that dock. And here's another angle at that fish camp right there. You can see where you can fish right off the dock. So I have a funny story I have to tell you before we move on. The first time I was invited out to play golf, I roll up and they have valet parking. I'm like, oh, okay, this is pretty swanky. So we go play golf, we finish, we have dinner, and we get to talking until late. So by the time we come out of the pro shop or out of the restaurant to go get our cars, everybody was gone, all the valet drivers were gone and things, and they had pulled our cars up to the front so we could see them. And some people's golf clubs were right in the, kind of the golf bag stand, and mine weren't there, and I kind of got worried, and I was like, where did they put my golf clubs? Did they keep them? Did they get them mixed up with someone else's? And someone was like, oh, go look in your car. I opened my car and there were my golf clubs. They didn't ask my name when I started. They didn't put my name on the bag. Like, I have no idea, but that's how much attention to detail they pay attention to out there. I was blown away, and I just absolutely loved that experience. All right, we are gonna go from the golf community right here. We are gonna hop over Highway 71 over to the Hill Country Galleria. So in our 2D mode here, this is where we just were, the Spanish Oaks Golf Club. The pool was back in this area, and we're simply like going out the gate and hopping over the road to the Hill Country Galleria. You have all the shopping in the world that you would need. You have the boutique stores, you have big department stores, you have Dick's Sporting Goods, you have the cinema. I mean, it's a very cool shopping zone. It's all outside. Here's kind of one of the angles you can see here. There's a little bit of parking inside there, but mostly people walk around on this part. And there's the Nordstroms, Dillard's, Macy's. You have your little small boutique shops where you can get gelatos and coffees. And then you have your big box stores as well. A bunch of restaurants are in here. The League is one of my favorites. You've got Plate across the road over here on this side, and Mandola's Kitchen. So on this side of the road over here, you have that's the classic true Hill Country Galleria with more clothes shopping and things like that. And then on this side is more big box stores. So you're gonna have your Best Buy, Michael's, Home Depot, and things like that. But you also have Maudie's Tex-Mex over here. And if you haven't had Maudie's Tex-Mex yet, this is why you would go. Look at those nachos. This is the other reason why you would go, margaritas. So you're never gonna be too far from food or any kind of clothes, shopping, and groceries. You have an H-E-B right here across the street, and you have a Whole Foods market inside the Galleria itself. So One of the coolest things about living in Spanish Oaks is that you're tucked away inside this beautiful gated luxury community, and you hop right out the back and you have all the shopping that you can need. All right, from shopping, we're gonna go to kind of some major landmarks in the area that you would use regularly if you were living in Spanish Oaks. We're talking Lake Travis, Hamilton Pool, and some parks, so let's check them out. So one of the closest points to put in for getting on Lake Travis and enjoying it is just under 10 miles away, the Lakeway Marina. Over at the Lakeway Marina, you have a little hotel, you have a big marina, you have a boat launch there that you can put in, and you can also rent boats and jet skis and things like that. So the Lakeway Marina is right out here on the main body of water. Here's that shows where they have all the boat storage. And just one thing to note, on Lake Travis, all the marinas have to be floating because the water levels fluctuate so much. The water levels fluctuate with the rain levels, and therefore you're gonna be constantly kind of moving how far you are from the shore and things. But this is where you can rent those jet skis and things like that. This is a trail how you get down there. It can be a long walk if the water is low, but it's a really easy place to get in and put in, and that's one of the views of how the rocky cliffs come down into Lake Travis. And here is a view of the Lakeway Resort right in that same spot. It's got multi-level pools, really nice rooms, and a great location. You'll find a lot of people having weddings out there at least, and some rehearsal dinners and things like that because of this view right here. It's absolutely breathtaking. Another really cool attraction in the area of Spanish Oaks, just under 16 miles away, is Hamilton Pool Preserve. It is a really big swimming hole that people flock to when the weather is warm, because look at this beautiful waterfall as it comes off of there. You have this kind of sandy beach entry over there. It's absolutely gorgeous. You probably should call before you go and make a reservation. Things change with water levels like I was mentioning before, but it is definitely a hot spot and something that you would want to check out as you live in that bee cave in the Spanish Oaks area of town. And the last little park I want to point out before we move on is the Bee Cave Central Park, just a few miles across the highway. And I'm going to show it to you on all trails so you can see kind of what the actual trail looks like. If you go on all trails and you click on the parks, if you look over here, it tells you how far they are, the elevation, and kind of what to expect on the trail. So this one's not very long, but at least it is a loop. You could do more than one loop if you wanted to do more than 1.4 miles, but it's a good paved sidewalk. You can get out there and just do your exercise as you go to the central Bee Cave Park. All right, now we're gonna talk schools. It's in a very good school district. The ISD is very strong. I'm gonna show you the elementary, middle, and high school that it feeds into and how far, so you can see what those drives look like. So first of all, this is the elementary school, only just a few miles away across Highway 71. And as for grades, per texasschools.gov, it's good grades, 95 out of 100. Small enrollment of 715 students. Here's your diversity graph here. Puts it about 17 students a teacher. The middle school's a little further away at 8 miles away, and but you just hop on 71 and hop out a little farther towards Spicewood. The middle school grades are also great, 94 out of 100. Total enrollment of 870 students. Your diversity graph here, and that puts it at just under 16 students per teacher. And lastly, Lake Travis High School, just under 5 miles away, and they get an 89 out of 100. A total enrollment of 3,645 students. Here's your diversity graph here, and just over 18 students per teacher. So those are the 3 schools that the Spanish Oaks community would feed into. Now, I promised to show you 2 off-market properties, and these are the 2 main styles you're gonna find in Spanish Oaks. So first of all, we have this metal roof. This is Texas traditional hill country design here. We have the mixed textures with these kind of wood-looking garage doors, the limestone front, the metal roof, and then these black framed windows throughout. Here is the other style you will find. It's more Tuscan with the rounded windows and that red clay tile roof. So these are the two main designs you're gonna find in there. You will find some a bit more modern, but this is generally the design. So just to give you an idea, first of all, this one is listed with Compass, Scott Michaels. It's listed for $4,450,000. It's just under 6,000 square feet, built in 2011. So as you can see on this one, with this Tuscan design here, you have this front entryway with all of the arches, with all of these arches, and that's just how that design, what it featured all throughout the house. In the living room, in the windows, in the doorways, and even you have the curvature on the stairway there. Always my favorite wall, the wine wall. And then if you look out back to those beautiful vistas out there, you can see that from the living room and from your dining table. Marble floors, look at the marble behind the fireplace there all the way to the ceiling. And these are kind of the touches that you will expect to find all throughout Spanish Oaks, as it's just the top end of luxury design. Now let's hop over here to this other one that is a little bit more modern looking. This one's listed for $4,999,000, and it's just under 5,000 square feet. Quite a bit newer, built in 2021. So look at this picture or photo right here. They really try to bring the inside and outside together in this new modern Texas Hill Country design, because the outside is so pretty. Yet we still need air conditioner because it gets so hot. So they've used a lot of glass in the modern construction designs to accommodate both of those ideas into one. And look at that big panoramic view you have out back there. A gorgeous primary suite here that just feeds down to that freestanding tub there with a view outside as well. And you have the window up top that's gonna bring in natural light all the time. Primary bedroom here, again, you have the windows to show the views from every angle of the room. And here is the stunning kitchen. It's got that huge pop of like glittery color on the backdrop there, on the backsplash, I should say, all the way up to the ceiling. The light fixtures are, custom design, and it's just every detail has been picked and curated specifically for this house. And this one is also listed with Compass, but this one's with Lisa Sexton and Susan Doyle. That's a wrap. Spanish Oaks, luxury living in the heart of the Texas Hill Country. Hey, if you want to see one of these homes in person, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. I'm always available to help you find the perfect home that matches your lifestyle. Until next time, be kind to yourself and others. I can't wait to see you.